I'm tapping square. Boom.
Boom. Sweet. Awesome.
Grass.
Grass. Complete global saturation.
Did it work?
Complete global
Did it
crap.
work? Why are you not shooting him? It's not cool enough.
Complete global crass.
Oh shit, the glasses are coming off.
Yeah, you can't see with them. See, he wouldn't have a problem fighting us there if he had taken his glasses off, but because he was wearing it and we turned off the lights, he couldn't see shit.
I do like that that's like a quirk of him, he just like always wears sunglasses. I dig it.
He was too cool to take them off during the fight, so he got his shit rocked.
Yeah.
And now he's paying for it. Look at her. He looks super slow.
It's so weird that like Sheva just like manages to catch up.
She's like, I can't run in these fucking heels.
I know, right? It's like the most cheeses.
The clubbing heels are worse though.
She's wearing like a little loincloth. I think every alternate costume is like super short or like borderline non-existent.
I don't know, the Red Riding Hood outfit is pretty modest. She's wearing boy shorts, lacy boy shorts underneath it, so it's not like you can see. It's not like they made panties or anything. It's a more, not decent, but what's the word? It's a more modest underwear to have on.
Ouroboros.
Now, because we're not skipping it, we need to make sure we're actually paying attention for
Oh yeah.
when the prompts pop up. That's when, right here, is the first one.
Maybe COVID was actually a Resident Evil character like losing. You know what I mean? And maybe they had a chance to stop the whole thing and they just didn't.
It would have been Resident Evil 6's fault because they were in China.
Yeah. The C virus. The C virus. COVID. The COVID.
It makes sense. It all
It's,
adds
it's...
up.
The next thing is...
What?
You do... The next thing is you, right? Or is it me?
I think it's you. It might be you dodging or me shooting.
I feel like I do a lot of QTs. I feel like I do like all the QTs.
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah. I do like how there's like alternate like it doesn't just say like game over, it actually shows you like fucking like dying and stuff.
What was the name of the creatures in 6?
Fuck, I don't know.
Can't
I
remember what
barely played 6. I probably played like 2 chapters of Leon and I just like didn't play anymore.
They're like Reapers, but they can change just a certain part of their body into Reaper parts.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Get him! Hey, the next thing is grabbing you, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Wesker's like, I see a blue skirt again.
This went so crazy so fast. I love it.
He's like,
Jeez.
I'm pretty sure in that outfit he's seeing everything.
That's probably like the last thing on his mind, though. I love that face Chris makes. It's just so awkward.
He's like, at least I can.
What if I don't save you? What if I'm just like, fuck this guy?
Then we'll have to do all that over again.
No!
He's like, I'm not using you. She was letting go on purpose.
I do like it. It's like this is your chance to like right what was wrong, you know?
In a way, yeah, but she was trying to sacrifice herself on purpose. Jill, I don't think Jill meant to go out the window with Wesker.
She probably didn't think about it. She just like wanted to like save Chris. She probably didn't think that far ahead. It was just like reflex. It wasn't like she stopped and like, well, if I knock him out the window, I'll live, but I'll be like a mind slave. You know what I mean? She probably just like, oh, Chris, and just like lunge. Probably didn't like think it through.
Have you seen Meet the Robinsons?
No.
It's a Disney movie. It's really hilarious, but there's like several parts where the bad guy of that movie sends somebody who's not really good for a job to handle a job, and then at the end they criticize him for it. Like, there's a T-Rex that tries to grab a kid, but his head is too big and his arms are too small, so he can't reach the kid when the kid hides up against the corner of a house. And he's like, I have a big head and little arms, and I'm just not quite sure how well thought out this plan was, Master. But, like, every one of them always says, like, they critique what he did, and then they say, and I'm just not sure how well thought out this plan was. And it's just, like, the ultimate insult. That's what I'm assuming. Jill was like, or Chris, I guess, would be like, you tried to tackle him and throw him out the window, but he's superhuman, and he just mind controlled you, and I'm not sure how well thought out that plan was.
I love Wesker. I feel like he was not used as well as he could have been.
So let's fuck trying to like go the normal route. Let's just turn around and
just
fucking
pelt him
with rocket launchers and see if we can skip everything like we did yesterday.
Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it.
Because unless he's actively walking towards us, like, if we can stun him to stop him from actually moving, we might be able to just sit here and spam him to death with fucking rockets.
I don't know what I have equipped.
Sure.
I think I have. No, I do have rocket launcher equipped because I was equipped in the last fight. Alright, I'm just gonna shoot him. No, it's not. I don't have it equipped. I don't think it's gonna work.
He's not moving. You shot him a lot.
I didn't shoot him this many times. He might, like, we might trigger the bridge cutscene, and then it'll just, like, instantly skip to the next phase. Alright, I'm going.
Okay, let's do it. Suck it.
He might be, like, invincible.
Oh wait, I'm trying to skip it because I forgot.
Yeah, I know. I almost tried to skip it too.
We only did it like 1,000 times.
I know, right? Just like stop working.
Watch out.
So I can kill him now, can't I? Like, we killed him, didn't we?
It was whenever I was trying to walk across the bridge.
You're shooting at him, right? You're shooting at him right now, right? Is he still down here or not?
I think no. Yeah.
Oh,
he's still down there.
Hang on. Boulder punching. You gotta do it. Can you imagine beating Resident Evil 5 on the hardest difficulty and not punching a boulder? It's like sacrilegious. It's tyranny of the highest order. Not tyranny. I'm trying to say. It's awful. Yeah, we're less than 5 hours too.
Blasphemy, maybe.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna fucking. If he comes around that corner, he's getting fucked up.
He is gonna come around that corner. I guess I'm gonna go initiate the boulder or the pulling myself up thing.
I think you're supposed to like shoot him, and he's supposed to like jump up to you.
Well, to be fair, I was shooting him that entire time.
Just hold on. Push him into the volcano. He's like on the lava, or he almost was. I was pushing him down that little peninsula.
I'm just trying to climb up.
I think you have to hit him, or something.
I didn't hit him last time.
Maybe there's different rules on professional. They're like, not so fast, Redfield.
Technically, I was supposed to hit him, and he was supposed to come up here. Because remember, last time we got locked into...
My man's... Why did the game let me kill him, though?
Keep shooting him.
Oh, he's walking the other way. He's like, fuck this, I'm going home. He's like, fuck it. He's like, I get it. You don't want to get fucked with. Alright.
He's giving up. He's about to...
Oh, no! Yo, man, this Ouroboros is something, ain't it? I love how it takes like a metric ton of RPG rounds, but like one small flick of the wrist and we'll just die. And we'll die so fast we can't heal ourselves. Alright, maybe, I don't know. Well, I can't jump across that boulder, and you probably can't jump across either.
Well, if we do
Can
what
I?
we try to do,
No, I
if we go
can't.
back this direction, we can push him the way you were pushing him with the rocket launcher earlier into the
I think
the
he's
little
just...
angle right there.
I think he's just walking. I think... Is he walking to the center? Fuck, he's walking towards
Yeah,
us!
he's walking towards us. So, like I said, let's try to push him back into that.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna do anything. I think you're supposed to shoot him, he's supposed to chase after you.
I was shooting him. Like, I shot him with the rocket a billion times.
Maybe...
At all.
Do you have anything else outside a rocket? Hang on a second.
Keep shooting him. No, keep shooting him. Keep shooting him. He's going back, so we're pushing him back. Let's run across. You go first.
Oh my goodness!
This way we can at least get to the center without him killing us like last time.
Yeah, that's right. I love how there's a fucking green herb just growing in the middle of a volcano. Like, what's up? Okay, we got it. Okay.
Just fuck it. We'll just do it.
Okay, Wesker, you probably should not have come up here, honestly. Like, I mean, are we gonna be facing him in the next cutscene? Or yep. He's getting so angry.
I think that was it.
No, his heart. Now this will be it. his heart opened up. That probably wasn't a good idea. Oh, we did it. We have one last QTE and that's it. Resident Evil 5 Platinum Trophy. Oh. Two of them. Two for one. 2 for 1. How appropriate, right?
Yeah. Double the partner characters.
You get 2 platinums for the price of 1.
Double the partners, double the stream, double the...
But on PSN profiles, whose trophy will throw first, though?
I don't use PSN profiles, so yours for sure.
No. You're in the database because I looked you up at some point. So, like, you're being tracked. You don't have to register. It's if anyone ever searches for you or you ever show up, it gets out of the database.
I think I had to set up an account once in order to look up something that was on there to try. I tried to find.
You can look yourself up without making an account. Making an account just lets you update faster. That's all. And it lets you post on the forums. I think you can't post on the forums without an account.
Yeah, that's what I did. I had to post on the forums for something, some game. I can't remember which one.
Chris! I love it, man. I love how Wesker just loses it. Chris!
He's like, God damn it, Chris, you stupid son of a bitch. What you made me do?
You know what we need right now? We need to come on. Hurry! I don't know if you saw us, but we were using these a lot. Partner. Oh. I love it. Ooh.
His little tentacle fell off.
Oh, god damn.
He is blown the fuck up.
That was for our fallen brothers.
So, Chris, who is this Sheva? She's my partner. Partner, huh? Okay, I see how it is.
Honestly, I don't know if it's just because she's blonde or if it's the way they made her character model, but Jill doesn't really look like herself in this game at all.
Are you kidding me? In what Resident Evil game do characters ever look like themselves? Like, Chris looks drastically different every time he shows up.
No, Chris in 5 and 6 looks mostly the same. Chris in 8, though, looks different.
Yeah.
7 and 8. But he looks the same between 7 and 8.
Yeah, but he looks so different in 7 compared to, like, his first.
Yeah, they changed him a lot, but they also are implying that, like, 10 more years has passed, haven't they?
Jill looks similar to to the remake, though. She looks similar to RE1.
I think this game takes place earlier in the 2000s, and then the Resident Evil 7 takes place in 2017.
The Resident Evils are borderline real time. They're basically real time. Yeah. Like this takes place roughly in 2008, 2009 when it came out. It's like 10 years. Yeah, so like 10 years have passed since RE1 in real life, and 10 years have passed since RE1 in like in universe. Like it's weird because they're the characters are aging in real time basically. It's almost like Judge Dredd. Like Judge Dredd aged in real time. I think he's like 70 or 80 years old now.
Yeah. It says Lost in Nightmares happened in mid 2006. Then Resident Evil 5 took place in 2009,
Yeah,
and then
Resident Evil
um,
7 takes place in 2016. It takes place the year it came out basically.
which one?
I think the only exception to that is Resident Evil 0 because it's a prequel. It takes place the day before or like yeah, or like hours before Resident Evil 1 and it came out in 2003. Yeah, remake came out in '02, and 0 came out either the same year or just after it because he used like the same engine or the same assets.
Chris's story in Resident Evil 6 ends, I think, in 2013.
Actually, that's not true. Like Leon almost always looks like himself. Leon pretty much always looks like himself. Claire sometimes looks different. Like they both look different in the remake. Claire looks drastically different.
The old videotape Daughters and Murders in Dolby happened in 2014, and then Resident Evil 7 takes place in 2017, and then Resident Evil Village takes place in 2021.
So it's a year after it came out.
Yeah.
This
And
came
then,
out in '08 or '09.
Resident Evil Village's epilogue cutscene happens in, quote, near future, and then the musical Biohazard voice of Gaia that's coming out is also a near future.
It's kind of surprising that they do that. Like,
Oh, never mind. That already came out in 2016, so it still takes place in near future.
was this the song that played when we beat the game before?
I have no idea.
I don't know if I've ever heard this song. It's a good song, whatever it is.
I keep my TV turned down because it still plays through both the TV and the computer, and I don't want the computer to be picking up double audio, you know?
Yeah, that's why I play with headphones. Otherwise, it'll pick up the audio and the microphone, and it'll just like. You ever like? I noticed it when I would like raid in WoW, and like there would be people that just did not have headphones, so they'd be trying to like speak, and like the audio would be coming through it, and you just get this massive feedback whenever they try to speak, and it's like, look, man, just listen. Please don't try to speak. Worse is like someone be playing like a laptop or something, and they would have no push to talk on Discord, and they would just say something, and if anybody else was saying anything, you get this like awful feedback, and you just hear this like cacophony of like madness, and it's like, all right, bro, yeah, I got it. Okay, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, you want this item. Okay, please don't say anything else. Just listen.
Just fucking stop.
I know, right? It's like so easy, just like headphones, just headphones, and you're on your way. You know, just or like, cause some. Or people be like, hey man, can you get on Vent or can you get on Discord? And be like, oh, I don't have a mic, and I'm like, okay, well you can fucking listen, can't you? It's like, oh yeah, I wasn't like that, but I'm like, oh, that's okay if you don't have a mic. It's just easier to communicate because you can hear what we're talking about, you know. But inside, I was like, what the fuck does that have to do with being able to listen? I get it though. Like I was I think it's true of like probably like unfortunately probably women more than men. Like they'll get into voice chat and everyone's like, "Oh wow, it's a real girl. Are you hot?" And you know they just get a bunch of shit.
Titties, boobies.
I know, right? Like it's something you know. I've never jumped into a voice chat and it was like mostly women. You know what I mean? Like I would be kind of like, wow, okay, you know.
Eyebrow raises straight up, m'lady.
Milady. Oh my god. There's like chat logs on YouTube there where it's like some girl just jumps in like a COD lobby or whatever, and everyone tries to like start hitting on her, and it's just like so cringe. Like,
There's like a hilarious like Vine or whatever where a girl gets into the game and she's like, I need ammo, and then you see like every person in the fucking game just run up to her and drop ammo at her feet.
When I was younger, I used to do that in WoW. I would just straight up pretend I was a chick, and they would just give me shit. They'd be like, "Yeah, you want to come along on our raid?" And be like, "I don't know, I've never done it before, you know." Oh, it's okay, don't worry. Like, because they thought I was a chick, you know. Like, you know. I had my buddy that did that. My buddy used to fucking dance on mailboxes and shit. Used to. That's how he used to make his gold. Was like he would just have a bunch of sugar daddies.
In-game sugar daddy.
It would work. It would work. Like they think you're a chick. I mean, probably not anymore. I mean, it's like back in like 07, 08, but they think you're a chick, and like all of a sudden be like, hey, you want to come along on my dungeon run? You want to do this? You want to do that? And like, oh, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. You always say you're a little nervous, and you don't think you're going to be very good because then they'll like, I don't know.
It just gives them confidence.
I think it's like on some level they're like really proud of like their like either how long they played the game or what they have or their gear. Like on some level they're proud of it and they want to show it off. And they want to show it off to someone they don't think is like that good, or I don't know. There's like all kinds of like psychology to it, but moral of the story, I pretend to be a chick and I got free gear and free money and free raid spots all the time because they thought I was a chick.
It's because there's a female nerd involved in the situation, and they believe that if they show off and act cool, that they're gonna get something out of it.
Not, no, I don't know about that.
They're like tip picks, tip picks, tip picks. Or
what an awesome topic of conversation after we just beat this game. All right, I think I think it's gonna pop once 6-3 pops up. There it is. War Hero.
Yes, look, we got S rank. And then
Resident Evil 5 Platinum Trophy.
Almost the stupidest platinum name.
I like it.
Star Ocean 4.
Congratulations, you've overcome all your fears in Resident Evil 5. Oh. We got it. We did it.
I wasn't afraid of nothing. You were freaking out, but I wasn't afraid of nothing.
Should we Man, you're so defensive. I wonder why. So let's should we talk about it? Let's talk about it.
What do you want to talk about?
That's the thing I do. Okay.
What do you want
first thing we're going to talk about for a first playthrough. Never mind the grinding, never mind doing all the multiple difficulties. On a first playthrough, how is Resident Evil 5? What are your thoughts, TruestSyn?
Considering that the first Resident Evil game I had played was this game's predecessor, Resident Evil 4, I was excited at the idea of being able to play a game that still followed the same control scheme, roughly, as well as the fact that it was going to be cooperative, because I didn't have a 360 or a PS3 at the time. A friend of mine had it and bought the game, and I was like, sweet, we can play it together. So almost from the beginning for me, this game was a co-op experience.
This is the first Resident Evil I ever played. Well, this is the first Resident Evil I ever beat. I want to say Resident Evil 2, like the original Resident Evil 2, was the first one I ever played, but I just played it at a friend's house for a couple minutes. This is the first one I ever played and beat.
Shit.
And
you know what?
What's up?
Hey, I apologize about that, but I just realized that I've lied twice about what my very first Resident Evil game is, because I completely forgot. Actually, you know what? Maybe I didn't. I played Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64, but I don't remember if it was before or after I played Resident Evil 4.
Oh, dude, it was on the N64. They somehow got it to work on the N64. This madman.
That could possibly be the first Resident Evil game I played. But now you can continue.
But I didn't beat it. Like, I beat this one. So, like, straight up, I guess I just sucked at video games when I, played this for the first time, because it gave me a lot of trouble. Like, the chainsaw guy gave me a lot of trouble. I was, shocked that you had to kill him. I'm like, this guy takes everything I have. And there's, other guys running around. I also play with AI Sheva. Honestly, with you was the first time I ever played a co-op. Was, the last couple days. First time I'd ever played a co-op with someone else. And it's so much better. But by yourself, if it's your first Resident Evil and you're like not used to action games, which was me back in like 2008, 2009, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. I don't think I used almost any melee attacks. Like I was just shooting enemies, which is like, not really what you want to do. Unless you have infinite ammo, then it's like whatever. But when you're first starting, you want to like get them headshots, get them leg shots, and do like the melee, because it just does so much damage. You save your ammo for like the chainsaw guys. But I think if you're familiar with action games and you're familiar with other Resident Evils, mainly 4 and 6, you're gonna have a fucking blast playing through this game. Absolute blast. Even with AI Sheva. AI Sheva isn't too bad if you give her a sniper rifle, but nothing else. Don't give her anything else. Just give her a sniper rifle. For whatever reason, her aim goes up considerably when she has a sniper rifle, to the point that she can like pick off dudes while you're speeding by on the speedboat in Chapter 3-1. Like her AI with the sniper rifle is just unreal. Don't give her a handgun though. Gee, good lord, don't give her a handgun. But this game is a lot of fun on our first playthrough. But if you need to bump it down to amateur, go for it. Resident Evil 5 does this weird thing where it's basically impossible to start a new game. Your inventory is constantly saved between stages. So like the only way to really do a new game is to delete your save data, which you probably don't want to do. But every time you play it, it'll get easier because you get to carry over all your weapons and items between difficulties, which probably not the best, but it is nice to have infinite ammo when you're going through professional difficulty. Anyway, how about this? How was the platinum experience though? So it's a good game on its own, but how is the platinum experience?
Well, this is the second time I've done it, so it feels the same, really. It's not too difficult to platinum, in my opinion, because other than the little arbitrary things you have to do, as soon as you can access the infinite ammo for any gun, and once you're comfortable with the layout of everything, you can just easily speed through the game like it's nothing. And I would, like, if I had a ranking system for it out of 5, I would say like a 2. And if I had a ranking system out of 10, I'd probably give it a 30. Because it's not that difficult, it's fun, it's easy. So
it's yeah, I would say the same thing. I think it's a really good platform because it doesn't really demand mastery of the game. Like there's a little bit of leeway, especially with like the farming infinite ammo for certain weapons, especially like the Magnum and the infinite rocket launcher. So for those that don't know, Spoofy, hey, thanks man, thanks. It feels good to finally get this thing. I guess that's Platinum 68 now. But anyway, what Sin is talking about, so if you beat the game in less than 5 hours, you get... We did it, Zagbu, we did it! We're just reveling in our achievement right now. Hell yeah.
Well, before you go too far into it, I wasn't just referring to the infinite launcher, though. I was talking about any weapon, because once you upgrade a weapon to max, you can get infinite ammo for it, and you can do that in your first playthrough.
You have to beat the game to unlock infinite ammo, though. You have to beat every chapter. Right.
I'm saying, you can get it after your first playthrough.
Yeah. Yeah, so, there's a money system. Just like there was in Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 8 and maybe Resident Evil 6. So you get money from enemies, you get money from treasures, there's just money everywhere. And with money you can upgrade firepower, reload speed, and clip capacity for all of your weapons. Once you beat the game once, you've upgraded a weapon all the way, which is pretty expensive, it's around 100,000 to upgrade a weapon all the way, you can purchase for it infinite ammo. And it's kind of a pain in the ass, but you gotta like turn on infinite ammo, you gotta allow infinite ammo in like your game session. But you can essentially have infinite ammo for any weapon in the game once you upgrade it long enough. And once you have infinite ammo for like one weapon, you can pretty much farm enemies that drop really expensive treasures. And, a couple hours you can get infinite ammo for everything. And you have to do it too because there's a trophy demanding you upgrade every weapon to the max. The infinite rocket launcher is a bit different because you have to beat the whole game in less than 5 hours, and not like it's not like a one and done. You don't have to like do it all in one sitting, but like the total time of every chapter has to be less than 5 hours on the same difficulty. So like, let's say you're like 5.5 hours. You just go through the chapter and you just pick one that maybe you took a long time on, and you just do it again, and it'll cut the time down. And if it falls below 5 hours, congratulations, you got an infinite rocket launcher. So like the game is almost like beckoning you, like try out the hardest difficulty. Because when you beat the game one time, you unlock infinite ammo and the hardest difficulty at the same time. And I've never done the hardest difficulty without infinite ammo. I don't know. I probably wouldn't be that bad, but jeez. It would probably be pretty painful.
I was trying to check through my achievements and see if it was, because I feel like it was one of the first games that I 100%ed, and I'm pretty sure that it was the first game that I got all the achievements for, because I remember playing it over at my friend's house late at night, and I was doing all the stuff by myself. But according to the list, if I go all the way to the bottom, the first one is Lego Indiana Jones. But I'm thinking maybe that's just because that was how it was ordered when I registered online. Because I know if you play a game on Xbox after you've already gotten all the achievements, it puts it higher up on your list. I think it's the order of when you played the games. But I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 5 was my first 1000 of 1000 on Xbox.
It was one of my first. I haven't gotten the platinum yet. So the only thing I need for the platinum for the PS3 version is War Hero. Is what we just did. Which we just did it in like 4, maybe 5 hours, a little less than that. But I mean, I could go. I just need to find someone on PS3 to do it. It probably wouldn't be that hard. All I gotta do is just hop into PSN profiles. You're like, I have infinite ammo. I have this. I have that. Anyone want to go through on professional? I could get another plat in like a day or so. That'd be my 5th plat of 2022. It's only been 2 weeks.
Do that over the weekend?
Well, that would be my 69th platinum, and I don't know. I wanted to save Lollipop Chainsaw for the 69th platinum, but so what might happen is I don't have Lollipop Chainsaw yet. I ordered it today. Hopefully, I'll be able to cover the price later on in donations or something. I mean, it wasn't cheap. It was like $60. What's probably gonna happen is I'm gonna like rack and stack a few platinums that I only need to do like one thing for. So once I get Lollipop Chainsaw, I'm gonna get like 4 or 5 platinums in the next couple days because I couldn't get them. I had to make that my 69th. But overall, Resident Evil 5 is a wonderful experience. It gets a lot of shit for some reason, but I think it's been vindicated by history. I think when it first came out, it got a lot of shit, mostly because of AI Sheva, and mostly because of I think there was some minor controversy associated with it. It's all water under the bridge now. And it was also a bit criticized for co-op because you have to use AI Sheva because the game is built around co-op. But as it is right now, I think it's like the best co-op experience out there. If you're talking about third-person shooters, I don't think anything tops it. It's a fucking blast to play through with another living, breathing human being. And it's not so bad if you're by yourself either.
I don't know if I would classify myself as living, breathing.
As a living, breathing human. Yeah, actually, as a hyper advanced AI that I created just to like get the Resident Evil 5 Platinum trophy with.
Oh no, I'm physical. I'm not sure that I'm considered a living, breathing human being. I'm more like on scum.
One last thing. With regards to other Resident Evil Platinums, this is probably the easiest one that I've gotten. I have the Platinum Trophy for Remake, or Resident Evil 1, RE2 Make, Resident Evil 7, and this. This is the easiest one.
So, our professional time was 3 hours, 50 minutes, and 39 seconds.
Whoa, what was it? 3 hours? Hang on a second.
350, 39.
Boom, less than 4 hours.
Yeah. Amateur was 331 for me, and then veteran was 255.
Amateur was 311 for me.
And then my normal was 609.
I think So mine's 533. Maybe I played through earlier chapters faster when we went through them together, but I think I played through earlier ones faster maybe. Oh man. So it was the veteran. Oh wait, no, it's 5 hours. I was thinking 3 hours for some reason. Honestly, like this game, the first time you play through it, it's probably gonna take you a while. But like once you like know where to go and you're just like rushing through stuff, you can breeze through it. Like, um, it's probably not as replayable as like remake was. Like remake, I could probably play remake every day. Like I love that game, and you can probably beat remake even if you're not like a speedrunner, if you're not an expert, you could probably beat remake after your first time through in like less than 3 hours. You play it again, probably less than 2 hours. I think my best time was 2 hours and 10 minutes. And that was my last run through where I needed to get through the whole game without saving. That was rough because there's no checkpoints in remake, so you basically have to beat the whole game in one sitting without saving, which is Infinite rocket launcher. It's not too bad because there's probably only like 40 enemies in the entire game in remake, and if you know where they are, like they're not surprising. They don't randomly spawn in. I think that's it.